So I got these workbenches, or the workbench mounted up here with, let's see, they're woodpecker knobs. And what I've done, I put a fender washer top and bottom underneath here, and I put a lock nut. You can still loosen these, but I was afraid that they'd come loose during transport, so I put a lock nut, so if this knob ends up backing out of here, it won't get past the lock nut. So we're looking at little T-track woodpecker. So it's got the long bolts that goes up through the bench. I put this one back here in the back. So let's say this thing came a little loose. The bench won't go this way towards the aisle because it's already at the back of that notch. That's why I stuck it back there. So we'll see. Once I'm sure that these things don't back out, I might get rid of that, or might just put a little pin in there or something, you know, as a backup and safety. And another thing I might do is tie a little ribbon with a red flag on these things, so sort of like in aviation, you have a visual, you have a tag on a pitot tube or whatever they have hanging down. So, but that cleans up the aisle, so I'm able to walk down here without banging into my C-clamps. Opens up the aisle. And then over here I got my bracket mounted for the extension cords here. So this thing's adjustable up and down. I think most of the time the way it's set up is I'll probably just keep it up here. And eventually I'll take these cords and lace them, but right now, sort of the lazy way. Put them on a strap. Or I could just throw the whole thing over it. They're out of the way there. This thing here seems awful loose, but if you look at it back there, it's got quite a bit underneath that metal tab, so it's not going anywhere, but it's a little loose. But another thing I did on the side of this cabinet, I put one on each side, another little clip here. So if you come around this side, there's another one screwed into the side of the cabinet. So that way, if I stuck a water heater, I put the tall pack out there, and it's got some hold downs where I can strap something up to the nose. So see how that works. You know, Ron Polk, he talks about not hauling materials, but I got a feeling that eventually, you know, you're going to get in a situation, you're going to have to do something. You have to haul something eventually. It's not something you want to get into where all you're doing is hauling stuff, but it's a tool trailer, not a transporter. But like I said, be realistic, and heck, there's going to be times where I'm going to need to do something to haul. So that looks a lot better. Cleaned it up. Eventually I'll come up with cubbies or shelves there. I'll utilize that a little bit better. And then I'll get this extension cord. This is just sort of pieced in up here, this LED light. It's got a ballast on it. It was a freebie, but I'll wire that through some conduit then into that box and make it a lot neater.